So here we go with day 2 of the 100 press-ups Cancer Research UK challenge. There's a lot of change in today's setup, but let's start with some press-ups. Okay, so that's first 25 under the belt. So a few changes from yesterday. First, I've turned the camera from upright to sideways because when I uploaded it to YouTube, it looks a lot better horizontally, otherwise you just see it in an iPhone view. Secondly, I guess just zooming out a little bit, the two reasons I'm recording these is, one, so I guess I've got proof that I've done the press-ups, but also because I think I really succumb to this sort of social proof peer pressure phenomenon, where if you declare to your friends and to the world that you're going to do something, then you're less likely to stop doing it and cancel it. So hopefully by holding myself accountable with these recordings, I'm less likely to stop halfway through. And then the second reason is because, I'll come back to that, let's just do some more press-ups. Okay, it's definitely harder today than yesterday, which is, I guess, not a great sign considering it's just day 2 out of 30. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, the second reason I'm recording these is to try and develop my public speaking, more than that, my sort of like improv speaking skills. So I think I'm reasonably okay at speaking publicly on a prepared topic, so like giving a presentation or a talk, and I've done that a number of times, and no longer does it sort of cause anxiety or problems. But I think one thing that I am a lot less capable at is speaking on a sort of improvised topic. And looking back at yesterday's video, you know, I think there are a lot of things that I could have improved. And so that's really, I guess, the topic of this is like self-improvement, because looking back at that video, I wasn't really looking at the camera. I always find it quite cringe to look at yourself when you're talking, and so that's why I've turned the camera around now. So I'm just looking at the back of the phone rather than looking at the screen with me on it. And we'll see if that works, see if that helps. But that's why hopefully my head's not being cut off in this view. So yeah, to try and improve my sort of improvised speaking, I think I'm not great at that. I think I always get inside my own head and get sort of carried away. And I think that's one of the things that, you know, talented podcasters, speakers are really good at, which is just sort of riffing on a topic which they haven't prepared. The other thing I noticed in the video yesterday is my voice sounded really hesitant, really monotone, whereas when you're talking to friends or talking to people that you're not feeling any pressure whilst you're doing it, you're able to intonate your voice and improve and make it seem more natural, whereas yesterday it didn't seem very natural. So I guess the two things were, I wasn't looking at the camera very much, my voice was very monotone, and so I'll see how today's comes. So I think one thing I'm not fussed at all really about is whether anyone watches this or not, because I've got a number of videos on my YouTube already, and most have garnered 0 views, maybe 10 in total, of which probably most of my mum or family or something. But yeah, so not too fussed about that, but I guess it's just knowing that this is going to be out there, and I haven't really prepared anything to say here, and just to see how it really goes from a self-improvement point of view is my primary focus. Anyway, let's go with a third batch. We're up to 45. Great, that's another 20, so 65, 35 to go. Yeah, I guess trying to riff further on this idea of self-improvement, but in public speaking and sort of conversation is something which I do want to try and build and improve. I think it's something which maybe the sort of improvised conversation was something I was better at when I was younger, like let's say at university, when you're out meeting, dozens of new people every day, every night, you end up getting quite used to that small talk and building a relationship from nothing. And one of the things that I think worked really well was just trying to feel comfortable enough to talk about interesting things. And so, when you're at university, that's things like dating, drinking, work, sports, things like that. And rather than having that small talk beforehand, just going straight into the thing that you want to ask, I always found that was a really good way to go straight into building rapport and a relationship with people. And I think since starting work, I'm 35 now, 35. I have less and less opportunity to do that, partly because you meet less people, my sort of desire to build my network and circle has really reduced dramatically. I don't, at the moment, probably perceive value in it, which is a problem. I think that's the wrong way to look at it. I think it's always good to sort of expose yourself to new people, new ideas, and increase the size of your network and friendship circle and things like that. So I think building on this skill will make me more comfortable in those situations and also better at it. So yeah, that's the 2 reasons why I'm recording myself whilst doing these press-ups. Great. So we're up to 65. One more. Great, that's the further 20 up to 85, hopefully one more set of 15. And then we're done for today. I went on the Cancer Research UK 100 Press-Ups Facebook page yesterday, and there were dozens of people doing the same thing. I mean, I think hundreds of people doing the challenge overall, but dozens of people recording themselves. So great to see, you know, that other people have had the same idea and engaging in this sort of stuff. So, you know, that's always good to feel part of the group, and I'll post this in there later today. Again, to try and build a sense of community, teamwork and things like that. It's always nice to have other people doing something similar. I think one thing which I'll look for in there is really what people are doing to recover. Definitely feeling it in my chest, not any pain or anything, but definitely that the pec muscle isn't fresh. And so we'll see if anyone has any ideas about how to recover from this. Anyway, let's get this final set done. Two more. Great. That's 2 days down, 28 to go. Yeah, let's have a look at this and see what we can improve for tomorrow. See you later.